The 23rd of August, Rabbi Furst, Mishna Berura.
Hey, good morning again. This is Rabbi Shlomo Furst in Yeshiva Samanach, Jewish friend here Zoom. This is our second shiur in the morning. We're ready to Rosh Hashanah, Siman Tav Kuf Pei Vav. Okay, let's continue on. I believe let's go in Tav Kuf Pei Vav, as I said. Let's start with Sif Vav. Sif Vav. Yeah. Mary, would you like to read?
Okay, 1 second, please. Okay, hold on. Find it here. And my bookmarks all over the place. It's Bob. Okay, so it's Bob. Okay, so it says Haya Kolo Av Ma'od. So he has a very like heavy voice.
The shofar is a very deep sound. The shofar is
the shofar. Oh, okay. Shofar. Okay. Oh, Dakma. So that's a weak, very weak sound.
Yeah, it could be like shrill, very shrill.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, these two terms, these two terms, Av and Dak, I'm only familiar with that when I buy oatmeal. Av is thick and Dak is the little gritty ones.
Yeah.
Okay. It's kasher. It's acceptable. It's okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
And then it says, Shekol kolot v'sherim b'shofar. Oh, all the sounds of the shofar are okay.
Right. What do you mean? Almost any sound that's going to be made from a shofar, whatever it sounds like, will be permissible. Right. Okay. Let's see the Mishna Berura. There's one sifkat in here. Sifkat in Kaf Hey.
Okay. Let's see. Kaf Hey. Okay, so it says Dak Me'od. Okay. V'hu hadin im haya sarud v'yavesh. So what the law is if it was sarud. I'm not sure what that is.
Sarud is like raspy, a very raspy sound.
Oh, raspy. Oh. V'yavesh is dry. Yakesh.
Literally means dry, right? Really means dry, but that would be more like sort of like shrill or very high pitched.
Yeah, because to me, like a shrill, a high pitch is understandable. A shrill is sort of a sound that can break up though, but maybe it's high pitched too. Okay.
Oh yeah, we're simply speaking about the essence of the actual sound right now. In terms of the structure of the actual sound that's heard, meaning is it continual, is it interrupted, right? So there'll be other criteria for that as well. You're right.
Okay. I guess we go to Zion now.
Yeah. Well, actually, let's see. Yeah, that takes us to right to Zion. Yeah. Yes. Very good.
So this is interesting. It says im nikev im lo tamo. Okay, so I guess if it gets a puncture or a hole in it, I guess. And if one did not fill the hole, okay.
So this is a Shofar that has a hole in it, and it was not filled in.
Okay, okay. So it wasn't filled in, it wasn't repaired, I guess. Okay, let's see. Af al pi nishtana kolo kasher. So even though the sound is changed, it's still okay. It's still kasher.
Right. Correct.
Okay,
So since there's a hole in it, and the hole was not plugged up, right? Then there's no addition to the Shofar. Since there's no addition to the Shofar, even if it would change the sound, but still it's being blown the actual Shofar itself, it's still going to be kosher.
okay, good. Let's see. Mihu imye shofar acher ein likoa bazeh. So if another person has a shofar, he does not blow this one.
Right.
So the one basically it's saying the one you start with is the one you have to do all the kolot then.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you could, technically speaking, you could switch Shofars if you wanted to. This is, however, we're talking about even though that the Shofar has a hole in it, and it remains a hole without any substance plugging it up, it's kosher to blow with. Better yet, the Ramah says if you have a different one, which is kosher in all ways, it's better to use that one first.
Okay. Let's see. Yeshomrim, because some people say, let's see, she'ain litoa b'shofar nakud. One should not blow the shofar that is has a hole in it. And that's whether teshuva from the Rosh, it looks like. Okay, continuing. Ve'im sitamo shelo b'mino. Sitama. Sitama. Stam is closed. No.
Let's say this going back to the first case. Let's say there was a hole in it, and you now right?
Okay, so if he closed it up, shalom b'mino, but it's not that it's not its type. I mean, it's not like the material of the shofar. Shalom b'mino.
There are two types of things you can plug it up. You can plug it with something which is bimino, meaning it's a substance which is made from shofar, or you can use a foreign substance, say, for example, wax or plastic, wood.
Okay. Af al pi she'eino me'aked et hatiki'ah la'acher stima. So what? And even though it should not interfere, I guess, with the blowing. What if another is closed?
Meaning the meaning if you repair the shofar by plugging it up with something which is not from a shofar substance, enominoi, then even if it's not going to interfere with the sound of the shofar.
Okay. So so it's okay to use that, okay to close it with that other substance.
Well, the halacha is even though it's not going to interfere with the actual blowing of the shofar, after the repair was done, the sound goes back to as it was originally. Even if there was a majority of the shofar left without this hole, right? Then in that case, it's going to be puzzle. That'll be puzzle.
So it's still puzzle.
Puzzle. Even it's going to be remaining a rove majority of the size of the shofar.
Wow. Okay, let's see. The stamobamino, and if it's filled with the same type of material, okay. Im nishtayer rubo shalem.
If it remains, if it remains.
Oh, it remains.
That's it.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I'm sorry. You say so. Most rubo shalem, and most of it's complete. Below ikvu hanikavim shenistemu et hatikiya. Okay, so it doesn't, the hole doesn't interfere. Shenistemu.
Even if the repair and the plugging up of the hole does not interfere with the sound, even if it doesn't, it sounds exactly as it was originally.
Oh, okay.
But nevertheless, you've successfully repaired the shofar with something from non-shofar material, wood, plastic, wax.
Okay. Ella chazar kolo lichtemot shehaya kodem shenikev kasher. But if the sound returns to like it was before the hole,
right? Even
before
if
the hole, yeah, then it's
where it was
okay.
before the repair,
right? Then it's okay. Okay. The im chaser achad mi shalash ela pasul. But if it's missing one,
one of these three aspects. Meaning we have three different aspects here. We have the
aspects, then it's puzzle. Okay. The imhu sha'at hatcha Ein shofar acher matzoi. Okay, so if it's urgent and they can't find another shofar, yesh lahakshir bistamo b'mino im nishtayer rubo. Let's see. So you can't find another shofar. Yesh. It's okay. Bistamo. I guess with its filling of that material.
Bimino, as long as it's with chauffeur. Um,
Oh, shofar material. Oh, okay. Most of it remains, I guess. Nishtayeh.
you have to have a section of the chauffeur, right, which is kosher. Meaning here, Joe, just to illustrate here, has to be at least usually a tefach has to be at least a hand's breadth remaining that's kosher.
Oh, okay. So afilu lo chazar kolo likemot shaya. As long as it doesn't, the sound doesn't return like it was
So feel,
before.
even if it doesn't,
Yeah, even
even
if
if
it
the
doesn't.
sound does not return to as it was.
Okay. V'chein yesh lahakshir bistamo shelo b'mino nishtayer rubo. Let's see. So, and therefore, it is that lahakshir, it's made okay. Bistamo, with its filling in, I guess. Let's see. Shelo b'mino, that it is not with its material.
There are those that permit it if it's been repaired with material which is not of a chauffeur origin, as long as it's nishtayr ruboy, as long as the majority of the chauffeur remains intact without the repair.
Oh, okay. The chazar kolo likemot shehaya tchila kodem shet nikav. So the sound returns to like it was initially before the puncture, before the hole was made, I guess. Okay.
Good. Okay. Let's continue on. I'm not going to go into the Mr. Brewers on this in detail, at least not for today. Let's go into Sif Ches and the Mechaber. Now that was Sif Zion was talking about holes. Okay, now Ches and Tes are going to be talking about cracks.
Oh, okay. So chet nisdak le'archo pasul. I guess a nisdak is a cracked length according to the length of it. It's pasul. Okay. Yeshomrim afilu b'chol shehu pasul. And some say that even b'chol shehu, that it can't be all of it. It's pasul. That would definitely be pasul. The whole thing. Okay, so hold on. The whole she'afilu. Some say that even b'chol shehu. Oh, just I guess a little bit cracked. It's pasul. Okay. Ella im kain hitko harbe b'chut. And even though he'd co.
Right.
You
So this
wind
is
it up
referring to
very much with string.
Excuse me.
You bind it up
Well,
very
yeah,
much with
because
string. Or a
right,
lot.
because I'll give you I'll illustrate. We're talking about here, talking about that the crack is arco going along the length, going
Okay,
along the
right.
length.
Okay.
So now, so if you would tie it up with a string, right? You would tie it up with a string, right? So there are those that permit if you would tie a string around the shofar, so it shouldn't, because we're worried. The Mishna Berura explains. Maybe we'll have a chance to see the Mishna Berura on this. The Mishna Berura explains that we're worried that because of the force of the pressure, the air pressure, because of the blast of air pressure through the shofar, it's going to continue to have the crack expand. So if you tie a string around it, which will hold it fast, so that'll be okay.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. So with chut or the mishicha, I'm not sure what mishicha is. Is that tape? That's not tape. No.
It's like there's like a rope and a string. One is a machine is more like a string than a rope.
Oh, okay. 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 So let's see. Vinish kayer shior hatakiya bimkom hakshira umala outside hapeh. Okay, so let's see.
Right. We're talking about it has to the shire remain a shear tiki. It has to remain a amount in the shofar of the like they said, the hand, the fist of a hand from the tekiya a kashir makom tekiya to amala l'tzad. It has to remain. So let's say if you had the string out here, you had the string out here. So, so since you have an amount of the fist length that's still kosher, right? So that'll be okay. In
Oh,
contrast, if you had the string over here, if the string was over here holding it, right? Then you don't have your fist straight amount, and that would be possible.
okay. Okay. That makes sense, I guess. Okay, and let's see. The Yeshomrim Davka Rubo. There are those that say specifically what the majority of it, I guess, is crack.
Right.
Okay.
Plus only majority.
Okay. The im dipko kasher. So that's if you Debik is glue. So I
Right.
guess you put it together. It's
Right. So let's say you close it together with glue.
with glue.
Right.
That's okay. Afilu im dipko v'debek, and even if it's closed with the glue. Okay. The Yeshomrim, no, V'yesh Mishomer Sheino Kasher. And there are those that say that this isn't okay, not kasher. Ella Hishet Dibko V'atzmo. What that it's glued by itself, in itself.
Right. Meaning the shofar was fused together through heat. Meaning you're not using glue. The first case they were using some type of glue. And here, those that say that the only time it's going to be kosher if it was fused, you repaired the crack through fusing the shofar together through heat without any independent foreign glue substance.
Wow. Okay. That's okay. Shit. Himamo, Ba'or, Ad, Shet, Nifshar. V'chiber, let's see, V'chiber, Kitzotav, Zeh, Im Zeh.
So they fused it together with heat um, until it was softened. Shinif shar, it softened. The shofar softened. V'chibur kitzosov zeh im zeh, and it joined the different peaches edges one to the other.
The Im Nisnak Lo, Afilu Mitzad Echad Pasur. So I guess if it was split even on one side, it's not valid. Okay. Afilu Himamo Ba'ur V'chiber Sidakav Ze Im Ze.
Very good. Okay.
Oh, it's 10:30 already. That was
Yeah,
lot of,
good. Okay, good place to stop. Okay, fine, very good. Thank you. That was good. Well, I don't know if we're going to the Mr. Brewer on this, because it's detailed. And but again, like have to know the various different situations that could occur and different things which might affect the kashrus, the validity of the shofar.
okay.
Sometimes it's very common that you'll get slight cracks right here by the mouthpiece, right here by the mouthpiece. Very common you'll get slight cracks on the mouthpiece, which is really serious, very serious. But it actually can be repaired with a little bit. What they usually do is just trim the mouthpiece down, and that eliminates the crack if it hasn't gone too far.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
Very
interesting.
good. Yeah, yeah. Fine, thank you, Mayor, for the reading. Very well,
Okay,
and
well, thank you
thank
for
you,
helping
Lou.
me out here. Okay.
Lou, you should have a refuah shleimah. Hope you feel better tomorrow.
Amen. Thank you so much. Shkoyach.
Yes, right.
There.
Okay,
Okay.
everyone have a
Thank you,
good day.
Lou. Thank
Hope
you.
to see you all tomorrow. Be well.
Okay, very
Okay.
good.
Bye-bye.
Shalom.